For our weekly interview with Michael Barrett from Barrett Insurance.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, and we're just going to dive right into it. Asking you today, as a kid coming out of college like I am, apartment owning for the very first time, how do I go about buying renter's insurance? I
Sure.
heard that's a thing.
It is a thing. It's and we talk about it every once in a while. It's probably one of the most underutilized policies out there. So everyone always says, "Oh gosh, insurance is so much," or "I don't have the money for that." But renter's insurance is really cheap. So if you're renting an apartment and you've got your personal belongings within that apartment, if a loss occurs to that apartment, who pays for the loss to your personal belongings? Not your landlord. It's going to be on to you. So if you have insurance, your insurance will trigger and help cover your loss. If you have no insurance, it's totally on to you. So that can be kind of a scary proposition. So we're going to talk coverage first. I'm going to really ramp this up for you, all right? So we'll talk
excited.
all the components. I know, I can tell. All the coverages that are available, we'll talk about those first, and then I'm going to have you guess as to how much it would cost, okay? So let's say, and you pick the limit. So let's say you look at all your personal belongings. You've got a flat screen television over here, a stereo over here. That might be dating me. Maybe a MP3 player over there, couch, bed set, you've got maybe a kitchen table, dining room table, what have you. So you need to pick a limit of coverage. So let's say you kind of do an assessment and go, I think $25,000 would be what I would need to cover everything.
Okay.
Or maybe $10,000, or it could go up to $50,000. I mean, you pick the limit, and what it is, it's not what the company's going to cut a check for if a loss occurs. It's the most they will pay if a loss occurs, okay, for personal property. So, but when you do that, a percentage of the limit you choose for coverage for personal property is how they determine another coverage piece, which is very important, called loss of use. Now, this is what's going to help you as a tenant if your apartment that you're living in becomes unlivable due to a covered loss. Maybe a neighbor of yours had a small kitchen fire, and now there's water damage or smoke damage, or maybe the place you were living in completely burnt to the ground. And now you are not only without all your personal property, but you're without a roof over your head. Loss of use would pay to put you up elsewhere temporarily for a period of time. And that limit can vary. So that's easily a couple $1,000s there. And then you need to think about liability coverage for you when you're not driving. If you become, if your negligence leads to injury to others, you want to think about having liability protection. And then if somebody hurts themselves while visiting you at your apartment, and it's your, they just sustained an injury by tripping, there could be coverage for medical payments.
So you mean to tell me I'm liable right now if I have a friend over, they trip, they hurt something serious?
Yeah, you could be felt. You could, depending on the level of injury. Friends are really good friends until there's a huge amount of medical payments involved. So it's of the utmost importance for you to have that. And of course, the last component is deductible, and that goes back to the personal property coverage. So that's where you pick a limit of coverage that your deductible is what you retain for the loss.
Okay.
So if you have $25,000 and you say I'll do a $250 deductible, whatever loss you have, the first $250 is you, and then the company pays beyond that. So how much do you think that would cost a year?
Let's say.
Got you thinking.
Yeah, I would say maybe
How about $10 a month?
10. No way.
Yeah.
No way.
$20 a month on the higher end if you're adding some different coverage enhancements, because you can go at the next level and say, well, I've got this beautiful iMac, or I've got this, because we're all the same. When I was young, I had a junk car, but a very good stereo system in that car, so you may not be living in what you would consider a Taj Mahal, but I'm sure you've got components and electronics that are worth some money. So there's computer endorsements available. There's ways for you to really go through and find the coverage that best fits your need. For what you can afford. And $10, $15, $20 a month is not a bad way to cover yourself.
How can they go ahead and start this?
Very simple. Just call your insurance agency or call us. You can give us a call at 748-5224. Visit our website, thebarrettagency.com, where on our website you can get a quote for your auto and for your renter's insurance on our website, so you can actually see how it would work to get both. Then you can find us on Google, YouTube, and Facebook as Barrett Insurance Agency.
All right. Any last words?
No, I think that takes care of it for the day.
Well, hey, very good morning to you.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much for stopping by. And we've got music coming up, and your weather. That's right here, Kicks 105.5.